Guys, welcome. We have a very special guest here today, which is George from Ciccios Woodfire Pizzeria. Introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, Ciccios Woodfire Pizzeria. So we opened our first store in 2020, start of the lockdowns of COVID. That was an interesting time for hospitality. And now we're 1 year deep into our second store here in Aspendale.
Nice.
So yeah, thanks for having me on today.
Like myself and Hattie, you were in pizza very young with your dad's pizza shop. Tell me about the upbringing in pizza.
Yeah, so in 2006, I was in year 10 and mum and dad bought their first takeaway pizza shop in Keysborough. So I was doing a couple of nights there, as you do, help out the parents.
You have to.
One of my first jobs, 2008, when I graduated from high school and was getting into uni, they ended up selling the business. Mm-hmm. And being a university student, I mean, hospitality worked well, you know, school during the day, and then work at night. Fast forward a few years later, hospitality is what drove me. So here we are today.
In that journey, there was a time when we both worked together at Vanilla.
So we were all working together at the same time at one point at Vanilla? That's crazy.
I was there for about 6 years. I ended up leaving early 2019 while I set up Murrumbina. I knew sort of the end of 2019, Ciccios was going ahead. We took over the lease in early December and then started renovating and everything, getting ready to go when all the COVID restrictions sort of came in. So that pushed back our opening.
Gotcha.
We were hoping to open mid-March, April, just before Easter.
COVID.
But unfortunately, we got hit, so we opened on the 12th of May. I had a few months in between where I was working part-time at Ciccios. Sam was my mentor.
I was going to ask, 6 years you're working at Vanilla, but you weren't making pizza during that time.
No.
So then where did that kind of pizza experience come from?
Before Vanilla, I just sort of bounced every year between a different Italian restaurant. So there was Ciccios in Hampton, Piccolino's in Mount Waverley. So I had my fair share of pizza history, and then Vanilla was a new cuisine for me. I'd never really done parmas and all that stuff. It was always pastas and pizzas and things like that. So I just wanted to learn something different. Knowing Dennis, obviously, and the family, growing up with them when their dad had the tavern, which is now actually Ciccios.
Okay, that's
the original tavern.
So that used to be Thanasi's Greek tavern. And then I took it over. Knowing the family allowed me to sort of get a look at running a business as well from a different point of view.
So was your parents' restaurant, was that a pizzeria?
So that was a takeaway shop, pretty much like Magic Brothers is today. Pizza, pasta, they had some parmas on there. That was the whole big family thing there, you know. My uncle worked with us, my cousins worked with us.
You got everyone down.
Yeah, that was it.
Save on wages, just give them a pizza at the end of the night. Off you go. Working in the kitchen, I know you're always behind the kitchen. Unlike this guy's never in the kitchen.
Bullshit, I'm always in the kitchen. At home, I'm in the kitchen.
In the kitchen at home, but maybe on a Friday night and a Saturday night, the only two busy days that we have.
That just means you do a great job and you've got everything under control that he doesn't need to be here anymore.
What a great manager, a great boss he is.
Yes.
It's all about delegating.
Yeah.
What I said to you before, work smart, not hard. What do you love about working in the kitchen, especially at Ciccios?
Ups and downs, I guess, as there is in every industry. The thing I love most about it is, I wouldn't say I'm a very creative person, but just building things like a pasta dish and putting it together and plating it up, that's what I love. Wow. Just working with different ingredients and seeing what flavors you can come up with. That's what it is for me. The pizza oven, it's amazing in winter. Let me tell you, on those cold nights. But in summer, sometimes I wish I was just a customer having a beer.
That's funny. Well, I always say that to my new staff that come in. Before they join, I'll be like, just so you know, in summer it gets really hot. Really hot.
Yeah.
We've got double ovens going, they're 270 degrees.
It'll be fine.
And they get to summer and they're like, can singlets come in or what?
When you're working, are you actually in the kitchen? Are you making stuff or are you running the floor?
So I bounce between both restaurants. I do like to spend time in the kitchen just to make sure that everything is being done correctly, right? We've got our procedures and I want to ensure that, you know, whether it's me, Mac, or you making the pasta, it's going to get made the same way. So I do like to be hands-on in the kitchen and in pizza. And I'll work with different teams because obviously I've got multiple chefs, multiple pizza guys. Just, you got to stay on top of it. Sure. So I do roughly maybe 30 hours a week in the kitchens on the tools, let's say. Yeah. Look, I'm very much a people person, right? So I want to go to each table and be like, hey guys, how's everything going? You know, anything wrong, let me know. Ciccios and
right.
hospitality is about being hospitable. So I want them to feel like it's a home away from their home.
Love that, yeah. Because like in reflection for myself, like I want to get in the shop and just get like smashed
Locked
in the bar.
in.
Like I was going to go on the bar and just get smashed for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like that's like my happy place, right? It's like end of the week. It's like I just do that for 3 hours and it's like.
Well, look,
I
there's.
don't think that like nothing else matters in the world when I'm like on that bar.
But
And
I'm the
Max
opposite.
right?
Yeah.
Max like front of house customers. You want to talk to
Yeah,
everyone.
for sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like in the hospitality game, you can probably see seasonal trends. Like we know, like peak summer, peak winter, are like our two kind of peak periods of the year. I'm not sure if you guys have similar
Yeah,
trends.
Aspendale is gearing up for a big summer.
Cool.
We're working together with the Aspendale Lifesaving Club. We are
On
going to
the
be
beach there? Yeah.
on the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be running a kiosk there. So
Yeah.
cold drinks, coffees, paninis, ice creams, gelati.
Perfect.
We might get a mobile pizza oven out there.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
So we're on the beach.
Yeah, so right on the beach there at the Lifesaving Club. Obviously, they've got their junior nippers programs, their lifeguards and everything. Last year we sponsored them, so all their lifeguards were enjoying our pizzas and stuff on the weekends. It is very much like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The industry as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's still unpredictable.
We still feel like we have no damn clue
Even like
what weekend's gonna go
25
busy.
years of like dad's shop's data, we're trying to look through his like revenue tracker, and we're like, why is this week like just like this right now? But this week, school holidays. Oh, it's because it's the king's birthday.
Yeah.
Well, you have to stay on top of everything. Like, especially with a restaurant, we noticed that a lot more young families or with young kids who are in primary school would come in on the Sunday evenings early on, and they'd have their early dinner, and then they'd go home and
Yes.
get ready for the rest of the week. But even that's changed now. I can't pick it.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, all right, it's been a bit quiet last week, so we'll change the roster a
back a
bit this
little
week.
bit,
Yeah. You know, we'll shorten the shifts an hour each.
Yeah.
And then just
And then they get sad. It's like, hey, you got to stay back.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll finish at 8. Like, I'm going. I've got plans.
So the roster said for 3 weeks has been at its
Yeah,
top.
that's right.
Well,
We want to bring people to Aspendale. Right, we've got a couple of other little restaurants there. There's a little IGA. You know, it's a smaller strip. It's not quite as large as Mordialloc. Through the kiosk, you know, no one wants to take their family to the beach and then have to pack everything up, go up the street to get food and come back,
yeah.
right? So we're going to look at implementing a system that allows you to order food
From the beach.
directly from the
Mad.
beach,
Mad.
and we're going to bring it to you.
Mad.
it's like European vibes right
Yeah.
there.
100%. You know,
great.
they've done it at Frankston now. They've got
Right.
they've got a sun lounges set up on the beach. I think it's the Heineken bar or Peroni bar,
Okay,
something like
wow.
that. They did
It's
it with
finally
the
happening.
council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Port
wow.
Melbourne's had it for a few years.
Wow.
Even Beachcombers, you know, like it's
the
doable. You just got to have the backing and the capacity to do it. Like, you know, with the kiosk and everything, it's a lot, and you have to have the correct procedures and staff and everything.
Which will, like, I guess, pose a new operational challenge for you guys of like, okay, cool, now people are ordering from the beach, and how are we then going to deliver it? Who's going to deliver it? Do we need one person to deliver, 2 people to deliver for the night or for the afternoon?
Yeah.
Which is like, that's part of like the growth and development.
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like, you
it's.
gotta find
I
those
think
growth
it's going to
channels.
work similar to the way like the Uber
Yeah.
Eats does, right? So you know, obviously they're getting a service provided to them. We're bringing them the food, so they can't expect to have their 3 pizzas in 10 minutes as if they were collecting it at the shop.
For sure.
You know, we'll still do the very best we can, but yeah, I'll have extra staff on. They're going to be running food down, collecting new orders and bringing them back up and stuff like that.
Hospitality as a whole should be coming more together
Yep.
to help each other, because right now, I'm sure a lot of people know it's very hard. Hospitality has the biggest rate of closing at 9.8%,
Yeah.
versus the second, which is agriculture or something, at 6.4%, which is just like a huge gap. So 1 in 10 businesses in hospitality are closing down.
Odds change for us because
Yeah.
we've got 2 stores, so
Well,
it's
exactly
2
right.
in 10 for us. Like the chance for that to happen, it's very hard. Like, you know, when you guys were getting into business and for the first time, you had your dad, right, that you could go back to and be like, Dad, like, we're looking at this store here. Called me up, and now, you know, we've got a little group chat going with other business owners, and we just sit there and talk about what we see happening in the industry from our areas. Like, we're close by, but we're not exactly on top of each other, you know, and we're still very different
For sure.
in terms of, you know, dine-in, restaurant and takeaway.
Of course.
So competition's good.
I agree,
You
but
need it.
I also think there's like enough people to feed everyone's businesses. Businesses are supposed to be, serving the community.
When you guys came to Parkdale, what were you guys looking at? What things did you look at and be like, that's the store we want. We want to come here.
This was the first store I looked at when I went on my hiatus for looking for store 2.
Yep.
Maybe not the first one, but yeah, around the second or third that we really had a good look at. The area is really important, and we realised being in the Oakley store, we're kind of like tucked away a little bit. We're just off Warrigal Road and on a road called Old Dandenong Road.
Yep.
Who wants to go there?
There's like very little visibility
Very
to the street, which
Yeah.
is something that
And it was
we
more
found.
for just the locals who knew that shopping strip, right?
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
it's funny, even 2 years down, people come in, they're like, oh,
My
I
first
live
time.
up the road, I've never seen you guys before. I'm like, bro, where have you been?
Like the big red signs don't do
Yeah,
it
you
well.
missed it or something.
Go on.
But I think for here, it was like this open view of Parkdale, which is like incredible. Was a massive factor for us.
Yes.
Of like, just like you walk around, there's just foot traffic.
Yeah.
On a Friday night, I remember the first couple of days we were in here. Friday night,
We
I'm
were
like, what are all these people
gobsmacked.
doing? Like,
Yeah.
what,
And that was in autumn,
they just
right?
walk.
Yeah.
So-
March.
March,
Feb,
yeah.
March,
So
yeah.
just end of summer. So
End
it was
of
still
summer.
warm,
Yes.
but like with summer now,
And these
You
were I was
see
saying
people
before,
everywhere.
I was saying before, back to like us being, you guys took over just before summer.
Yeah.
We took over just after summer. And I got like 8-9 months of kind of customers learning about us,
Yeah.
what we're
Gearing
doing,
up.
whatnot. And we feel like this summer's going to be a really, really big summer. It's going to be like very hot in the kitchen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Share a lesson that you've learned in terms of the staff. What's been your biggest staff success lately, or insight that you would like to share?
just being fair to them. Like, I think I've got 2 really good solid teams, and I guess having my brothers work with me allows me to be a little less stressed, right? So Paul looks after one store and I look after the other one. So in that sense, having the family members there allows me to sort of ease my mind a bit and know that, it's going to be looked after well and that my standards are going to be upheld. My senior staff on the floor, they're like, when they first come on board, I tell them this is my expectation. If you can match that, awesome. But the minute I see you slipping, like, I'm going to pull you up on it. And yeah, it's being fair to them, I don't make all my staff work every Friday and Saturday. So generally, if you're working Friday, you're not going to work Saturday. I want them to have a social life as well. I grew up in the industry. I've been through it. I know what it's like. You're 21, 22 years old. You want to
You
go
have
party
parties.
with your friends.
Yeah.
You just got to stay on top of it.
Yeah, I think the importance of having people who come in with some base level understanding of like hospitality and food and have worked in some sort of industry already. Like,
Yep.
we're happy to give people like, their chance
First jobs.
first job and whatnot, but like, you still have to have a level of awareness. And
My lesson is about having really defined processes within the business that it's
Simplified.
simplified so that anyone can come in the business. Obviously, we do hire a lot of young people in the business, but it needs to be simple and it can't be too many steps. And because we both have 2 stores as well, when one store does something differently, and I'm hearing my friends say, "Oh, I went to the Parkdale location the other day and I got a pizza like this, but it was a bit different." Why is it different? We have the same toppings, the same ovens, the same this,
dough,
same
same
dough, like literally made in one store. Why is it different? Like, and it's just due to someone during the line of doing a different process.
I
And
guess with you guys, sorry to cut you off.
That's all good.
With you guys, it's a bit different to me, right? Obviously with the Woodfire oven, I've noticed, right, and this is with 10, 12 years Woodfire experience, that each oven is different, right?
Yeah.
So I know that my Murrumbina oven maintains its heat a lot more than Aspendale does. So when I'm starting it in the middle of the day, I have to light Aspendale earlier to get it to the same temperature that Murrumbina gets to, which we light at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And with the Woodfire, it's each person's cooking.
That's
It's-
it.
That's
That's a
where
skill
it's
as
a
well.
bit different.
Yes.
The dough's going to be the same, like you said. The ingredients are the same. The veggies are the
As
same.
much as you can control, I think
Yeah.
is important on processes.
Correct.
Fantastic. We're going to go a scene. It's called Behind the Oven, and behind the oven, it's the most. What's the most unglamorous parts of working in hospitality?
I guess with hospitality, all right, we've got our set trading hours, but it's not as simple as we open at 4:30, so we get there at 4:30, you know? I'm up early in the morning. I'll get up at 6 some days, I'll get up at 7. Maybe I'll have a sleep in on a Monday when it's my day off.
You deserve it.
But generally, my day will start around, let's say 8 o'clock. Let's call it 8 o'clock, right? Get to the markets, produce, meats, fish.
So your fresh
everything.
ingredients, like
Everything,
every
yeah.
day.
Like, I'll go see the boys in Oakley. I go to the Oakley market for my fruit and veg. I see them 4-5 times a week.
Nice.
Right? The unglamorous part is, look, I love it, don't get me wrong.
Of course.
Right? The long hours. That's the,
Yep.
you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm down at the markets. 12 o'clock, I get to the restaurant. Put the dough on at 1:30 if I'm working in pizza that day, or my pots of water on it. And then we'll get ready for service 4:30 to 9:30. And then we'll clean down, pack down, do the orders. I might not get home till 11.
Yeah. Big days.
So that's one of the unglamorous aspects of being in hospitality. It's not just a job for everyone. If you love what you do, you're not really working. So
It's unforgiving in the demand that it has on your time, right? Like you might be feeling shit one day, and the shops don't give a fuck. The shops will still need you from that same time to the end of the day.
Whether you're dying,
Like,
sick, in a hospital bed, like if you're not dead, you're expected to work.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of being a business owner. You're required to show up, not only for your business, for the people that work in there, for the suppliers that are relying on you to.
But you can't do it too much. You can't do it too much. Like now, obviously, I'm a chef by trade, right? So I can work in every aspect of my restaurant. I can do the bar, I can do the floor, I can work in pizza, I can work in the kitchen. Yeah. My favorite part, washing dishes.
Nice.
It's just me, my music, peace of mind. And I like the cleaning aspect, right? You have to be hands-on in your business, but you can't be too hands-on, right? Your staff could just become too relaxed. Oh, I'm sick today. All right, cool. Well, it's Hattie's day off. Mac's sick. Who's going to cover him? Well, George can cover me, right? So that's another negative aspect of it. Like now, in the last 3 months, 1, 2, 3,
People going away.
4 chefs, and now Paul, yesterday my brother told me, he goes, hey, I'm going to Singapore for 2 weeks. Well, in the last 3 months, out of those 12 weeks, one of my chefs has been on holidays for at least 10 of those weeks.
Wow.
Right, so they're entitled to their holidays,
Of course.
and if they're in a position to go, awesome, go for it. You know, I'd rather them get it out of the way before summer. That way, I know we're locked in, and we're going to have a good, strong, steady summer.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about holidays. We're going to close the important days and stuff. It's just hospitality, like you said, it's demanding.
We've got one last question for you. When you first started Ciccios, what's if you could go back in time, what's one lesson you'd give to your younger self?
I wish, once I knew that I wanted to stay in hospo, I wish I allowed myself to be more flexible in sense of, I enjoyed my 6 years at Vanilla, but it was the same cuisine, same foods for 6 years. And then I would have wanted myself to experience more cuisines and not float around or bounce around between shops, but you know, do a year here, do a year in French, do like an Asian fusion. Like I really love Japanese food. Like I would have loved to have learnt, you know, how to make sushi the traditional way, or the sashimi. Like their knife skills are just a different level. The precision they have, like everything's very, I would have wanted myself to experience more.
Yeah. Lastly, we have some rapid fire questions. These are one-word answers. Are you ready? This is just to get to know a bit more about George and just the inside of your mind, I guess. Ready? Apple versus Samsung?
Apple.
Reading versus Netflix?
Netflix.
Favorite TV show or movie?
At the moment, I'm really enjoying The Rookie.
Nutella or peanut butter?
Neither.
Neither.
What?
What's the third option? What's your sweet or savoury?
Pistachio.
Pistachio
spread guy.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yum.
right. So you're a pistachio puppy fan?
I'm a fan of Mark and Pistachio Papi.
Hiking or camping?
Hiking.
Favorite country?
I haven't been to that many, so I can't. Greece.
Greece.
We'll just go with what we know.
Yeah.
Cars or motorbikes?
At the moment, motorbikes.
Nice. Great. And lastly, your favorite memory in the past 12 months?
Apart from opening Ciccios, we'll keep it non-business related.
Nice.
Getting my puppy.
Getting a puppy, yes. So sweet. Well, George, thank you so much for
Pleasure,
your
guys.
time. Really,
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciated this.
Yeah,
So,
fun.
guys, this will be on YouTube. We'll see you guys down. Please go visit George at Ciccios in Aspendale or Murrumbeena, and you know where to find us. See you guys, and as we always say, taste magic, feel magical.
magical.
Thank you.